But of course, the most negative, which also made it not only to the American news, but everywhere in the world that Irish people went for about 6 to 8 weeks after this event, all people wanted to talk about was the Thierry Henry handball. And you see the wounds have healed very quickly. I was in Switzerland. I came back, it's a long story, but I came back to Ireland to do something, and then I went to Switzerland for 3 days. And even in Switzerland, like, the minute, because everywhere else in the world, by the way, I say I'm from Ireland, right? You know, I just say it, and they just go, oh yes, you are from Ireland. But I can't say that in Ireland, because still, after 20 years, like, no, you're fucking not from Ireland. You live here, you know, so whatever. But everywhere else, I just say I'm from Ireland. So I was in Switzerland, the minute I said I was from Ireland, the guy was just like, oh! This became like the, oh, fucking, oh, bastards, you know, it's an international symbol. But I was in New York when the game was on, which was kind of like, I have to be honest, yes, a bit of spit did fly out of my mouth. I apologize. It was kind of like a positive, the experience of the handball is very negative, but the experience of watching the match was a very positive experience for me, because why I've been home in New York so much is my dad is not well, right? So after my dad got back from the hospital, but he wasn't feeling great, but he still loved watching a bit of sport. But for some reason, international matches, like international qualifying matches for the World Cup, aren't on American cable TV. So the only way that I could watch the Irish match with my dad, I don't know why the W's are kicked in. The only way I could watch the Irish match with my father was to go online, because he wasn't well enough to go to the pub. So I ended up watching the Irish soccer match on IraqGoals.net. It's a very dangerous sight to be watching soccer on in America, because you know within 5 minutes you're showing up on every fucking CAA watch list, like, watch out 4701 28th Street, Flushing, New York. They are watching Iraqi websites, right? So it's cool, IraqGoals.net. I highly recommend using it. Sometimes you have to watch the match in Arabic, but other times you get like fucking Satanta's coverage on fucking IraqGoals.net. Wonderful world of the internet. So myself and my dad and my brothers, I don't know if you were there, Eden, but my other brother was there watching the match, and all was going well until that fucking moment, you know, which you didn't even notice at first, you know, like you couldn't even see it until the replay. And my dad, who could hardly get out of bed and go to the match and watch in the fucking pub, all of a sudden was shouting on the TV, "It's a fucking handball, referee! It's a fucking handball!" And like all of us were just roaring at the TV. I fucking hate this cunt! I want to kill this French fucking frog ball! I'm fucking like, the whole point is that we lost control of ourselves. Like, we're not xenophobic people, but we had lost control, shouting death to this fucking man, which is a dangerous thing to be doing when you're watching it on IraqGoals.net. Because if the CIA guys arrived at that time, maybe they fucking get to the door like, we think these guys are terrorists, and they're like, fucking die! 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 Fucking chop off his hand! He's a thief! Chop off his hand! It is Sharia law. So I was so fucking angry, man. I couldn't even masturbate for 2 days. I was so angry with hands and shadow.